Hey YouTube, Time Itself here, and in this video we're talking about how to get a M.O.A.B. Now if you've been watching Modern Warfare 3 videos on YouTube, you've seen a few of these already. So instead of rehashing that stuff, using a silencer, using specialist, I'm going to talk about what I think is specific to my style of trying to go for one of these 24 gun kill streaks. And again, I think pretty much everyone I've seen who made one of these videos said use a silencer and use Hardline. It's the same case here. But I like loading it up in the second perk slot, the red perk slot. So my first perk is Quickdraw, my second perk is Assassin, and just overstacking that one perk slot I think may be one of the better ways to go. And I can normally get to a 5-point streak with just the default ammo for one of these assault rifles. It's not too hard, and especially when I've got that secondary to swap to. I've got a machine pistol secondary with extended mags, makes a great backup weapon. Now it's all about pairing the class and the playstyle, and for me, the class and playstyle that's going to be the most reliable kills is mid-range with an assault rifle when I have lots of cover and they're sprinting at me. I mean, you can't really argue with that setup, can you? So that defensive point back there, I can choose anywhere I want to defend them coming around the side from C to B. That's the place I'm going to do it. It may be predictable, but it is such a good spot that there's no reason not to use it unless they really want to get you out of there. For my tactical slot, I've got a jammer, been thinking about replacing that with a portable radar, but I really want something that's going to stick around and provide me a continual benefit on this very long life I hope to have. My lethal slot is C4. I put it down on the point there, hopefully get me a kill or two without being risky at all, but if I get into a jam, I can throw it out in front of me and blow it up in midair. But really, it's about providing a balance between offense and defense. Here I'm a little too defensive, can't put enough damage on target, and
Who's the inept buffoon behind me?
My teammate kind of complains at me, but I was doing the best I could there. So for those of us who aren't just ridiculously talented and can run around the map and just kill everyone, it's about maintaining a careful balance between offense so that you can get the kills and defense so you can not die. If you're too aggressive, it's too easy to die. If you're too defensive, it takes too long and you just die anyway. This right here though is why I like keeping these fights at range. Death streaks can just get you killed. Dead man's hand in particular. You have to stay away from everyone you can and stay out of range of that ridiculous blast radius. Now this spot is campy, but it is great. And partly it's the map. It's not just the spot, it's the map. Because I'm going to get lots of heads up if someone's coming around from my left. And even then, there's not going to have a great shot on me. So my teammates know not to push them out of C. I only have to watch the direction in front of me. And if I have to fall back, I've got lots more cover to work with as I go back. It's also pretty hard to get grenades and special grenades up here. You can do it, confuse the person, but it's really hard to put one right in their face. Of course, one of the issues of playing like this is that you end up running out of ammo, and I have to go put myself at risk to go pick up the scavenger packs. But let's talk some more about that spot. Going straight up the hill, straight at the guy, it's just not a good idea, and unless you're perfectly sniping him, that's not going to work. So here's a suggestion, this might work. You can go prone, come out the door, and if you go prone until you get to about the gravel pile, you can sneak up behind him. It's not perfect, it's not great, but it might work sometimes. Thing is, if you're not assassin, he might shoot you through the wall. One of the other issues with this spot is that it is out in the open, especially for all these maps that have so much cover. This one is remarkably easy to hit with air support, so if some guy wises up, stops going that way, earns himself a Predator missile, he can end things pretty quickly. Oh, playing risky, are we? There are a lot of unexploded propane tanks in that little room. Might want to explode them before I have to go in next time. Oh, he got a grenade to bounce right over my face. That just shows how hard it is to get a grenade up at someone right here. I think you pretty much have to have the thing airburst if you want to hit the guy. So yes, this is a kind of slow style gameplay, but you have to avoid the death streaks. Dead man's hand is simply too ridiculous. And second chance isn't, not second chance, final stand is still pretty difficult to deal with. You just gotta stay back, gotta stay behind cover. And that means not moving around a whole lot. You see, I don't even like watching this building because their bullets, I think you saw the sniper round, go through the plywood and hit me. I don't want to stay here even if this stuff was exploded. I don't know why I put my jammer down. I guess it, as much as anything, just gives me a heads up that someone's found it and is coming through the building there. Yeah, I've been unable to pick up some scavenger packs, so I'm on to the secondary. Inappropriate chat.
Sandusky style. Oh, gross. To the playhouse, ho!
Anyway, it's going to be right at 5 minutes to earn this M.O.A.B, which is not too bad for 24 kills.
Dak! Oh, that's a M.O.A.B. Quick, Dak. That's pretty damn quick. He only got 24 kills.
It's Hardline.
Oh, slow-mo short, turn around. I can't! They're all gonna die! I tried to throw slow-mo knife throw one of them before it hit. Can he get another?
I'll have to push for it.
And of course, as soon as I get it, I stop playing so slow. It feels constricting to be quite that defensive for so long, but you know, 25 kills is 25 kills without dying. You can't really complain too much, so I'm just gonna run around the rest of the game and I think go probably about 25 and 5 for the last part. But you know, actually that's still a pretty good score. Just I just stopped caring, you know. Like, I've done my work here. I can screw around now. So you're probably thinking, Time, since you like sitting here with a silenced weapon just shooting over your cover and not going anywhere, why don't you use a light machine gun? And well, actually you did see me run over to A to try to help out earlier, and if I do get in trouble from B, I want to be able to move around. It does help. So light machine guns, while an option, aren't great. Again, this is a more general purpose class, and often I like to move around a little bit more. I keep thinking I'm going to be able to get a M.O.A.B on Underground. I got very close one time, but it's never really happened again. The other thing is that that's another map with longer lines of sight. Like this one, I can post up where I want to, watch along a longer line of sight, and it just seems less prone to BS with the whole lag issues. If you get on target, get the bullets there, and not have to worry about people strafing every which way as the lag becomes a major factor. The other thing about light machine guns, especially in comparison to this class, is the whole sleight of hand quick-draw thing. You really want quick-draw, even up there, just to be able to lower the sights and turn, even a couple degrees, and then pull them back up. And a light machine gun, that's going to be harder to do, it's going to take longer. The other thing is that until, if sleight of hand is not the first perk unlock, or already on the class, then that whole reload period, that becomes even riskier. With an assault rifle, I can duck down, hop back up, and at least I'll see the guy if he's trying to flank around me. With a light machine gun, I either need to expose myself, which might be okay, because it's kind of hard to shoot someone off of that spot. But the amount of time it takes to reload, the time I'm on my own, and I spend a lot of the time over here on my own without any help, without any backup. Everybody else is down around by A and watching the tunnel. They like to get some riot shields in the tunnel and shoot over them. It's kind of ridiculous, kind of fun. So the light machine gun is great when you've got teammates supporting you, but when you're defending a flank by yourself, especially for the long run, it's not entirely something I'm completely comfortable with, even though it probably works okay. So at the end of the day, the light machine gun solves the ammo problem, but it brings up some other issues that I think are probably worse than running out of ammo, especially when I got a nice secondary to fall back on. But again, I think the most important thing, at least for me, in being able to win a gunfight after gunfight, is to keep them at range. Just because lag plays less of an issue, I feel like, my accuracy, which is one of the things I'm a little bit better at than most people, helps me more at that range. My cover is more effective. It's easier to use cover, and the big one is the death streaks. It's harder to hit you if you go into final stand, and Dead Man's Hand isn't going to kill you. See there, I thought I was on target, but he lagged around a little bit, and I missed my shots. That happens way, way too frequently, so keep him at range, and I can keep winning gunfights. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope the tips are useful when you're trying to go for a M.O.A.B. Hope you found the video entertaining. 50 kills, that's not too bad, especially when this video is only like 9.5 minutes long. And I think I got 60 on Dome, but the game was considerably longer. Anyway, I'm going to do this little ending thing here. You know the drill by now. On the top is another M.O.A.B, this time with a support strike package on Fallen. bottom video is some tips on making better use of the radar, and then there's the mystery box for you. If you're still around and you're not subscribed, you might want to think about it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later.